Hey, I'm Austin with Training Tall. Did you know that I have a rowing workout app with literally over 100 follow-along rowing workouts specifically designed to be progressive so you can see improvements week to week to week to week? Well, I've got a brand new feature coming to the app starting this week, and they're gonna be goal-focused workout programs. And so I'm here today to share with you the first workout in these 8-week Fresh Start workout series. Every workout throughout the 8 weeks is 12 to 20 minutes long, 3 workouts per week, cardio, HIIT training, and technique training. And I wanted to give my YouTube audience here a little taste of what that looks like and what you could expect to see from the 8-week Fresh Start series, as well as the 100+ other rowing workouts, not to mention bodyweight training, flexibility training workouts that I offer on the platform. So if you enjoyed today's workout in my coaching style, check out my app, Just Row. I think you're gonna find it's exactly what you need to get the most out of your rowing machine, as well as help supplement the other aspects of your fitness too, to give you that total, full fitness experience with me. So with that being said, I hope you enjoy the workout. Let's get into it. Welcome to the first workout of the brand spanking new Fresh Start 8-week rowing workout series, where over the course of the next 8 weeks, we're gonna be getting back into rowing. If you've been off the machine for a while and you're really itching to get back into a nice, consistent routine and see results and progress along the way, well, each week over the next 8 weeks is gonna be progressing itself over the course of these workouts. And for this first workout, we're gonna be working through some aerobic base cardio. What we're gonna do is 4 rounds of 4 minutes of rowing. We're gonna spend the first 4 minutes at 16 strokes per minute, followed by 1 minute of active recovery. The next 4 minutes at 20 strokes per minute, 1 minute active recovery, and then we're gonna repeat 4 minutes at 16, 1 minute active recovery, and then 4 minutes at 20 strokes per minute to end the workout. So we have 2 opportunities with 16, 2 opportunities with 20 strokes per minute. As we go from 16 to 20 strokes per minute, we're looking to see an improvement to our rowing intensity. So if we're looking at the split per 500 meters, for example, around 4 to 10 split seconds faster or so. Now, throughout all of these efforts, we should feel like we are really earning the 1 minute rest and recovery. So we want to be pushing ourselves, but we have to sustain ourselves over the course of the 4 minutes and at the fairly low stroke rate. So it's going to help us build our aerobic base and our stroke strength as we work through these intervals. So try to find one steadily aggressive pace for each interval to try to hold consistent throughout the rounds. And because we're getting a repeat of both 16 and 20, it gives us an opportunity to adjust ourselves as we need to and prepare ourselves for the future progressions as well. Well, with that being said, it's time to strap in. It's time to sweat, and let's just row. All right, my friends, are we ready for a fresh start? Let's get into this together. Sit forward on those sit bones. Sit ready here. 16 strokes a minute for 4 minutes to kick things off. Let's hit it here. 3, 2, 1. Let's drive, swing, pull, and let's work on nice, steady, controlled rhythms on the way up. Strong, heavy drives. Now, keeping the stroke rate this low. Remember, to stay together, it's all about meeting me at the front of the stroke. Because remember, we're all different body heights, different body sizes. As long as we meet at the front and jump back together, it's exactly how we stay on rhythm with each other. Now, as we get into this here, this 4 minute piece, we're looking to find that balance of strength and intensity, but controlling our returns at the same time. This low stroke rate really gives us an opportunity to turn our brains on and focus on technique on the return so we get our proper sequencing. Thinking arms, core, legs, legs, core, arms. Big, strong, long strokes. I want you to take a peek here at your intensity metric. Split per 500 meter, or watts, or calories per hour. Look where that's sitting right now. And let's see if we can hold that consistent. Do you start to feel your heart rate elevate? Do you start to feel like you're working out? If not, it probably means you can add a little more push to the stroke, a little more step. Remember, if you drive back harder, we need to turn off our brains though on the return to keep that slow and steady. We want to be able to differentiate and separate those two aspects of rowing, the drive and the return. Work really hard on the drive and then slow and chill on the return. Hard, heavy drive, slow, steady return. Learning how to do this is essential for becoming the best rowing you that you can be. Hard, heavy drive, slow, steady return. Find that balance. Find that work. We're over halfway through the interval. Remember, we have a 1-minute rest at the end of this 4 minutes. And we want to feel like we really earned it. So now that you're nice and warm and we're in this, take a look again at your pace per 500 meters or your watts or calories per hour, whatever metric you're using. Let's see if we can get a little bit more out of it here. A little more intensity. Nice work. We've got 1 more minute of work here to do. And again, let's earn that rest break, so let's give a good push. Together, thinking strong strokes. Because the stroke rate isn't very high, we're still able to keep this row aerobic and very cardio-like when we focus on hard, heavy drives with slow, steady returns. Really building that muscular endurance. Good, just a handful of strokes left before our rest break. Give a good push. Give a good drive. Remember, this is just the first workout in the 8-week series. This is gonna be the quote-unquote easiest of the 8 weeks of workouts. Good, and that's time right there. Take it easy, light and easy strokes here. You can either row with me on the light strokes or row at your own pace. If you don't use a Concept 2 and you didn't program in your monitor here, you also might want to take some time to look at your split per 500 or your watts and write it down real quick. Just what was the average? Around what was it during the row? That's going to help you. Knowledge is power when it comes to progressing yourself week to week. And then once you can, pick up your handle, sip of water if you need to. What we have next is 20 strokes per minute. So whatever our intensity was at 16, we want to step that up just a little bit more. We want this 20 strokes per minute to feel a little more challenging, and it's going to feel a little more aerobic. It's going to get us breathing a bit more. If you're using the split per 500 or the pace per 500 meter metric, around 4 to 10 split seconds faster, somewhere in that ballpark. Let's hit it here. 20 strokes per minute on this one. 20 for 4 minutes. So a little bit quicker on the returns. We have to be a little bit more deliberate with arms out and over the knees. Arms out and over. Remember to relax your shoulders and your arms on that return sequence. We don't want to carry any tension in that upper body as we return upwards. So allow your handle to tap down and over your knees. Down and over. Tap down and over. Good, now take a look at that pace per 500 or watts or whatever your metric is. Are you at a pace that's more intense than what you did at 16? Hopefully so. And now let's work on controlling that to be consistent. Nice, now that we're in the middle of this thing, let's get a little reminder here on what stroke length is all about. Remember, priority number one with stroke length is in the body. It's the torso's lean and swing. We're at the front end of the stroke. We want our shoulders in front of our hips, our torso onto our thighs, in an 11 to 1 o'clock or 1 o'clock position, depending on which direction you're facing. So torso to thighs, shoulders in front of hips, and then at the back end, you're either at 11 or 1 o'clock. Shoulders behind the hips. That's the main idea. That's always priority number one. Priority number two is in your leg bend. How much should you bend your legs? Knees over ankles is as far as you want to go. So if your knees are going past your ankles, you're over compressing and you're actually losing efficiency. If you're someone who has a large midsection and you're going for knees over ankles, that might prevent you from leaning forward with your body. And as we talked about, that's priority number one. So in that case, don't go all the way to knees over ankles. Spread your knees out a bit, keep your heels planted, and maybe row more like this. So you can keep your body lean and swing. So do what you can here. We got 1 more minute, nice and steady. Look at your pace, lock in that intensity. Let's earn this rest break. Good cardio here. You should feel like you're breathing and working and ready for a little break here soon. Nice, stay on it, less than 30. Pushing those legs, swinging back. Pushing those legs, swinging back. Nice, through the line. And that's time. Nice. All right, light and easy. Good news, friends, that's halfway through the workout. Now remember, again, keep in mind, this is our first workout back. It's the Fresh Start Challenge, baby. Which means that for some of you, you might think, oh wow, workout's already halfway over, what the heck? And in that case, I encourage you, push a little harder. You can make any workout of any duration tough. Just depends on how much intensity you put forth. So if you feel like you got a ton of energy in the tank, you feel like you're not really working that hard, let's really push this next interval. It's 4 minutes, 16 strokes per minute once again. So if you remember your old averages, beat those. What did you do for the 20 stroke per minute averages here? Do you need to write those down? You might want to scribble it down real quick. Knowledge is power, friends. Knowledge is power. We're back to 16 strokes per minute for round 2 here. Let's match or beat it here on this one. Match or beat it. 16, slower returns, harder drive. So now we're getting a little bit more of stroke strength involved. And this allows us to row extra long. Body forward, as close to knees over ankles as you can. Boom. Nice, so already right off the bat, how is your pace looking, or your watts? Whatever metric of intensity you've got. Are you matching what you did at 16, or are you feeling extra good, giving a little bit more? Remember, this is up to you. The incorrect question would be, Austin, what pace should I be aiming for? I don't know. It all depends on who you are, how big you are, how short you are, how much weight you carry, how long you've been rowing for, how good your technique, what's your age, all these things. So it's just up to you to find the feeling. We should be feeling like we're working. It should feel uncomfortable, challenging, but you should feel very in control. Heart rate should be up. We should be breathing. Heart and lungs feel like they're working, they're pumping. But confidence is surging as well. Now that we're working through second half of the workout, this is where we can tend to start to lose efficiency in our form. A little reminder here that as we push our legs first, we try to hold our body forward. Push our legs, then swing. Legs to swing. Let's do a focus 10 on leg push into body swing. On this one, with me. Remember, hold your body, push, then swing. 1. Hold the body, push, swing. 2. Push to swing. 3. 4. Nice. 5. 6. 7. That's 8. 9. Legs first. Legs swing. 10. Nice. Whew. So we got ourselves about 1 more minute. How's your pace looking? How's your watts looking? Should feel tough. I'm talking a lot because I'm coaching you. I'm not here to work out. I'm here to lead your workout. So hopefully your breathing is feeling elevated. Should be pretty tough to talk to someone right now. Should be feeling those quadriceps, those legs, those thighs working as they push you back. And we need some strong confidence here for the last 30 seconds. Confidence. Boom. Nice. Hang with this. Stay with this. On it till it's done. And that's time. Nice job. Light and easy. Sweet. So during these light strokes, again, remember you can take the time, sip your water if you need to. Write down your scores if you're not on a concept 2. I'm telling you, writing down how you do and how you did helps so much with the progression because you can use those past numbers to help you with the further progressive workouts. That's how you take charge of your fitness and how you get the most out of this fresh start experience. So write them down if you need to. We have 1 more round at 20 strokes per minute. That's it for our first workout. So gear up, get yourself psyched. You've done most of the work. Most of it's done. We just gotta finish now what we started. Think back to what you did at 20. Can you match it? Maybe even beat it by a little bit. That's up to you. Be diligent, do your best, and let's just row. 4 minutes, 20, right here. Back in the action, baby. Still trying to keep length. Body lean, body swing, leg compression, push to swing, push to swing. Right on. Good. Take a look at that pace per 500 or split per 500 or watts. Look at that number. Is that where you want it to be? If so, hold it. If not, figure it out and get it to where you want it to be. How do we balance that? How do we work harder? How do we work more or less, keeping the same stroke rate? It's just balancing how hard you drive back and how quickly you return. If you drive back harder, you have to return a little slower. It's just how it is. And you can do it. Remember, this machine, your rower, does not control you. You control that thing, so you gotta tell that thing what to do. Once again, focusing on some technique here. to keep us on our toes and on it while we get kind of tired. At the front end of the rowing stroke, we want to be able to hang from that handle as we push and swing back. So that means keeping your hands lifted up, but your shoulders down away from your ears. That's the tricky part. It's hands up, shoulders down. Let's focus 10 on that, on this one. Hands up, shoulders down, so you can hang from that handle. That's 2. Hands up. 3, pull those shoulders down the entire time. 4, throughout the full sequence. 5, that's how we get those big back muscles to help us. 6, 7, 8, bingo, hands high. 9, with the body lean, big stretch. 10, big hang. Nice job. We got 90 seconds of solid work here. Keep this 20. If you want to add a little more intensity, do so on the drive back, but balance that with a controlled return. Nice. Let's finish this thing off strong. Heart and lungs pumping. Excited for the journey ahead. Hardest part is starting. And we have started this journey today. We got 1 more minute of hard work. Let's get stoked for the many workouts to come, for the progress to be made, for the goals to be hit. Let's jam on this right here. We're gonna wrap things up with a power 10 at 20 to get us through the line, to give ourselves a little extra step, a little extra boost to finish this thing off. So together, power 10 on this one. That's 1. Keep the 20. 2, big drive. Let that heart pump. 3, let those lungs work. 4. That's 5. 6. On it. 7, we got literally 3 more strokes. 8. 9. Last one, that's 10, and that's time. Nice job. All right, row it out. Woo. Is the sweat flowing? Are you breathing? Nicely done. First workout complete. We've got 7 progressions to this workout coming up over the next 8 weeks. So be ready. Take the time to write down these numbers now that they're fresh in your head. What was your total distance today? Write that down. What was your average intensity for each 16 and each 20 stroke per minute interval? Write that down while it's fresh in your head. Save that for next time. And that way we can progress ourselves forward as optimally as possible. Most importantly above all, with this 8-week journey ahead, just show up. Just show up, just press play. I'm here for you. We're gonna get through these workouts together. And don't overthink things too much. Just show up and try. I promise that's enough. So thanks so much for joining in for this workout. Looking forward to the next ones as well. And of course, let me know what you think about this workout and what your goals are for the program moving forward. Thanks a lot for joining in. And as always, I will catch you in the next workout.